Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to a new edition of the Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter. To my far right, got my main man, KJ, Kevin Johnson, former
Right.
Clemson Cobra from 99 to 2002. And today's special guest, we got a Coastal Carolina wide receiver in the house. This
Right,
guy
man.
plays now for the Carolina Cobras in the AFL. And he also coaches football in Marlboro County. He coaches the wide receivers there. Y'all help me give it up for
Come
Mr.
on, man.
David Jr. What's going on,
David,
David?
what's up, man?
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me. Appreciate
No
it.
problem, man. Welcome to the show.
Right. For everybody that don't know you, David, let them know where you're from, a little bit about your background.
All right. So I'm from Charlotte, South Carolina, small town, uh, probably like 4,000 people. Everybody know everybody. Everybody know your cousins, brothers, uncle, aunties. I'm
Yeah.
country boy. Just a small town kid.
Okay,
Sure,
all
man.
right.
All right. Hey, so what age you start playing sports, and what sport was your first love growing up in South
Um,
Carolina?
I believe I started out playing when I was like around 4 or 5 years old. Um, Going back on my dad is really what really started it off because in my town it was real small and we didn't have no flag football. Like so my dad just took it upon himself to like make a whole flag football league and that's how I kind of started playing and
Dang.
that's how it all worked out. Like the city of Toronto helped them out. They all brought in their money and just fundraised it up and it actually went on for I think for about like 2-3 years until I was able to go straight into tackle football.
All right. Cool, man.
So definitely shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops if you're tuning in. Hey, so let me ask you, in your area, who were some of the people that you looked up to? Was it like an older brother, cousin, or family member, or a celebrity or famous athlete?
Well, it's funny that you asked that because I do have a relative, a cousin, first cousin. His name is Jerron Brown. He had came out of Terrell High School. Also, I say some guys like Brandon Reed, Chris Massey, Travis Smalls, Cliff Matthews. Those were guys that I really looked up to and couldn't wait to get up to the high school level and varsity level to showcase my talent.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
Okay.
man. All right. Hey, what all sports did you play on the middle school level?
Middle school, it was just football and basketball. Football, just two sport athlete, football, basketball.
All right.
All right.
You had a favorite one at that time? Was basketball the one, or it was kind of like even?
I had a liking for basketball. I was just kind of just doing it, but I knew I was talented enough to like play it. But I love football. Like just ever since when I was a little kid, I just knew football was it.
Man, nice.
So playing basketball, what position did you play?
Well, when I was little, playing like rec ball, I was actually playing point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really a point guard, nice shifty guy. During that time, I was actually shooting with my left hand too. But
Oh,
Okay.
I'm right-handed, so I don't know how that came about,
yeah.
but it was just natural at the time. But I can remember when I was outside playing in the yard, and my dad saw me shooting with my left hand, and it was so natural. He was like, "Wait a minute." I guess he was like, "Wait a minute, get him to change and shoot with his right." And then ever since then, we was practicing with the right hand, and then the right hand got natural, but I lost my left. So I thought I could, be able to have both, but I guess that
Yeah.
just went out the window. But yeah, that was pretty much how that went.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
All right.
But
Let's
that,
talk. Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the high school level, man. Did you play right away, make an impact, or?
Okay,
or you,
okay, okay. So yeah, high school, my ninth grade year. I played JV. I played 1 year JV. During that time, my high school had a lot of wide receivers. We were really stacked, and to me, I don't feel like I was going to be ready for varsity, for that fast level. So I'm glad I did play at least 1 year JV and grasp that, that basically get that development. And then 10th grade roll around, they asked me, they was like, "Hey, like David, you think you're ready for varsity?" And me being a kid, I'm like, yes, like I can't wait to be on varsity. So couldn't turn that down. So I told them, and like they had me on varsity sophomore year. Um, I was really, I wasn't like the guy to go to, but I was always out there like in spread formation.
Mm-hmm.
I was always getting my reps, so it felt kind of I was just excited to be out there with the guys and contributing. And then my 11th grade year, junior year roll around, I started to become like one of the option guys to really go to, and started to really become get into my own and like really start making plays. And then my senior year, um, I really can't really explain how far I've really leveled my game because I like nearly had like 1,000 yards my senior year coming off of only like a 400 yard I think junior year, and then I went straight from that to a 986 yard senior year. It's like I was like a late bloomer, and people was like, "What in the world? How's that possible?" But you
Yeah.
know that just all goes down to all the hard work that you put in with your quarterback and the chemistry and things like that. So it was that's all I had.
Okay.
That's good.
So let me ask you, did you play any other sport in high school besides football at that time?
So I did basketball and track. I ran
All right.
track.
Talk about
Mhm.
that a little bit, man.
Okay, so basketball. I want to say I played JV 1 year for ninth grade as well, and then once I got to varsity, it was like a change of head coaches at the time. So I had like a different head coach almost every year. Like my sophomore year, I had a coach, and then junior year had a different coach, and then my senior year had a different coach. So I never really had a standard base coach to really coach me, but like I knew all of them like really well. They were kind of in house, but then my senior year rolled around. We had a brand new coach, but he was a great coach. His name was Jacob Smith, and shout out to him. He really coached us well, and we was able to make a little run with the crowd that we had, and we was able to be successful.
All right. All right, man. Hey, playing high school football, who was the competition in the area?
It's funny. Well, it's funny that you say that because now I'm coaching with them now. So now I'm with the yeah. So now I'm with the Marlboro County Bulldogs. They were always like the top dogs in the PD area when I was coming through. Me personally, as a player, I never beat them. So that was always and that was a crosstown rivalry, and it still is to this day. But Marlboro County, I would say definitely in a team called Dillon in the PD era, Hartsfield, those type of powerhouse teams like that. Those are the
Hmm.
teams like top dogs to kind of like if you had them on like on your schedule, you was gonna have a tough task on your hand.
That's right.
Gotcha. So how far did you guys make it in the playoffs?
My sophomore year, we made it to I want to say the third round. My first year of varsity was my sophomore year. We made it to the third round, and we lost to Fairfield Central. I would never forget because then we rolled around the next year, my junior year, and lost against the same team, Fairfield Central, knocked us out. So I'm
Mm.
like, man, like, all right. So finally, since once those guys got out the way, I was like, okay, my senior year is gonna be much better. I have a big senior class, so I'm thinking we're gonna be great, So roll around playoff time, my senior year, first round. Well, just before we even get into that first game of the playoffs, both our linebackers tore the ACL.
Oh
So
man.
I knew right then. I was like, well, teams are probably going to gash us, running the ball, but we have a great passing game because we ran spread, so we know we can score throwing the ball. But when you got a team
Hmm.
that's just going to run the ball down your throat, it's like nothing you can do. So that's what pretty much happened. First round, we played 96 high school, and they had I guess he was like a star athlete and rated on 247 Sports, the highly profiled athletes, and he was
Hmm.
really good, and he really carried them, and we just didn't have no answer. And that was the end of my high school career. First round, I was definitely sad. I was like, "How we go so far?" My younger years and my senior year, we just go first round and get put out. So But I guess that wasn't God's plan to for me to have a state championship ring. But I definitely enjoyed my time being at Toronto since all my family roots came through there.
It's good, man.
Gotcha.
It's good. Did you make the All Star team while you was there on any sport?
I didn't make it to the North South All Star game nor the Shrine Bowl. No,
Okay.
I thought I
Okay.
was I thought I was able to at least make the with a North South game, but I guess since I was such a late bloomer, I was just kind of late in the game to kind of get that notoriety and that notice like that to get
Yeah.
to even get selected to put to get in that game. So, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't have no regrets in high school. Like I did what I had to do as far as football, and I set out all the the records that I broke from my cousin actually. So I kind of was focused on that, and I really did what I had to do with that.
Yeah, man. I believe you should have went though with those numbers you put up your senior year. I don't think you really should. Especially your senior year. That's the best time to show out. Junior year, senior year, but
Right?
I know it's all good though. Like you said, you wouldn't change anything.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, we got some clips, man, from your high school days. For everybody that's watching, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Hit the
Yeah.
notification button so you know when we go live, so you can join our live chat. Right now, we have David Brown Jr. He's right now playing for the Carolina Cobras at wide receiver, and he's the wide receiver coach at Marlboro County High School. All
Right.
right, we don't own the rights to this clip. Stay with me, David. All right.
All right, yes, sir.
Shaw is the defending Region 4 champion and made it all the way to the Class 2A Division 1 lower state final. All-state defensive end Stephen Douglas returns. He will double up on offense. The O-line returns 4 starters and on paper looks to be the strength of the team.
We should be all right because we got seniors coming back, a lot of leadership.
Big loss from last year's team, their leading rusher, Khalil Newton. Balin English is one of several strong candidates looking to fill the void. Early on, it will be a running back by committee situation for the Braves, who return 7 players on offense.
We're getting a lot of reps in. We have a nice rotation going on, and the running back position seems to be as strong as it was.
At quarterback, Sherrod will have to replace Robert Pitts. Tristan Campbell has the most varsity experience and will likely get the nod. At wide receiver, David Brown, a cousin of Arizona Cardinals receiver Jerron Brown, will be a dangerous weapon, along with fellow wideout DeMarcus McManus.
We're just looking forward to this season, and we think we can do it. Go all the way.
Sherrod has another brutal non-region schedule starting with Chesterfield on week 0. The Braves will also play a pair of Class 3A squads in Darlington, Marlboro County, and former CCU coach David Bennett's team, River Bluff, before region play begins.
Coach Bennett, hometown boy, Terrell, we got a 2-year agreement with them to play, so we're looking forward to getting the opportunity to compete against those guys.
All right. That was like
No
right
doubt
before
about
the
that.
season started. They had one of you as one of the marquee players. What
Mhm.
you remember about that time?
And that was my younger prime days. But I say I'm still in my prime. But that was man, those were yeah, man, those were the good days, man. Something I never will forget. Definitely.
Hey, what was your favorite routes to run in high school? I know deep ball was one of them. Did y'all try any post corners, anything in high school?
That's what I really lived off on. Like really, like all my big plays came off corner routes. To be honest, corner routes. But I love to run like a post out. That's my favorite route. Post out or any double move, post corner, corner post, post digs, post curls. Those are really like my favorite routes, and also comebacks.
Yeah, you like to get the corner hips turning, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then sit
Get
him
them off
down,
balance.
and make him flip, flip his hips and come down here and really make a play. Like don't make it easy on the corner to just run to the ball. I want to see if he really a true corner.
Oh yeah, man,
Okay.
most definitely. Yeah.
So we got some highlights, man. You running some routes. I think this is your huddle video, man. If you don't mind, we went ahead and add this to the show. Please don't, sue us. You know what I'm saying? We don't own the rights to the clip. We're gonna go ahead and get into this video. We got David Brown Jr., in the house tonight, Carolina Cobra wide receiver. Marlboro County wide receiver coach. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Stay with me, David. All right, we back. So David, talk about your recruiting process, man. You had a season with a filled with injuries on defense that kind of stopped y'all from going deep in the playoffs. But talk about your recruiting process. Did you go to visit any major colleges, or did you just already had in mind your steps ahead?
Well, really, I was just going with the flow because honestly, coming out of high school, I wasn't qualified coming out of high school academically, so I had to really, go like another route instead of going straight into school. My test scores was really low. My SAT scores, ACT scores. I was just applying for schools, but I couldn't get admitted to the school because my test scores were so low. So I really had to go take the JUCO route. That's when I learned about JUCO, and that's where I found myself up there in Massachusetts, in Franklin, Massachusetts, a college, a small college called D College, and they were JUCO at the time, but now they're Division 3. But and how I found that school was just on the internet, just trying to find JUCOs, and I was just emailing coaches, Twitter, by anything that I saw, any like contact. I was just calling the schools, trying to get more information to just get recruited. And those and that because that school, that was the only school that really was kind of contacting me back and hitting me back. And one of the coaches built like a relationship with me, and I just went with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoot, I wanted to ask you who was the competition playing JUCO ball, but it seemed like you was making all them big plays. There wasn't no competition.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't, in the JUCO that everybody think like the Mississippi Gulf Coast and the, those Highland, those type of JUCOs. I was in a more of a northeastern, north side of the JUCO field, playing field of, but it was definitely competition where I was at. But I just always, work hard and put in the work, and all my talent showed.
Yeah, that's right.
So after you finish your JUCO seasons, you go to Coastal Carolina. First, talk about being in Massachusetts and the culture shock from moving from the south to the northeast, and then talk about coming back home.
Yeah,
I
to the
got
beach. Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I really didn't want to go up there because I knew like, okay, now I'm moving to Massachusetts. I know I'm moving to a colder climate, but I just went there with my head on straight and just focusing like, okay, I know I'm gonna be here for at least 1 to 2 years, handle my business, get my academics back right, and then transfer back down. But when I was there in Massachusetts, I did meet some great people that I still talk to this day. Coaches and players like we still talk to this day. Like I still hit them up, and they'll still hit me. So but yeah, definitely was a culture shock for me moving from the south to up north. Didn't realize how much snow that could be on the ground and be walking by it when I'm headed to class. Because in the south they'll cancel school, but yeah, up there they'll just ply it out, and we had to just continue on. Yeah, so that was a shock for me because I'm in my dorm bed, and I look outside the window. I'm like, oh yeah, they gonna cancel school. I'm looking for email, but never receive an email. So yeah, so
Oh man.
I was like, well, then that's what I text my coaches and play. I'm like, hey, we still have school. Then they're like, yes, sir, South. They was like, yeah, you from the South. We have school up here. So yeah, that was like the culture shock for me. But to answer your second question, going back to transferring to Coastal. So after I was there 2 years, I transferred to Coastal. I kind of went there just leaning on my connects of what I had during that time at Coast Carolina. I had a coach named Coach Willie Corn, and he was a
Oh,
wide receiver coach. Yeah, he was a yeah. So he was a
for
wide receiver
Clemson.
coach. I got yeah. So funny story.
Yeah.
So Coach Willie Corn, he was the wide receiver coach at Coastal then, but years back, and this was like 2008, I think. 2008 through 2010, when my cousin Jerron Brown, he was a receiver at Clemson as well. So they was already teammates back then when they was in school, and then that's when I really like originally met Coach Willie Corn then, and then years later he's a coach at Coastal, so we always had that connection. So I was like, so I hit him up, and then he was like, hey, you can come here and walk on because they had already gave out all their scholarships. So I went there and walked on, and the rest was history.
Yeah. Hey, since you talking about Clemson, then you go to any camps or anything there? How was that experience
Yeah.
for someone that
So
might want to go in the future?
Oh, definitely, yes. I would say definitely for you high school guys, athletes, definitely Clemson is a place that you wanna go to a camp because they have guys actually there that play that are going to be going to the NFL. Like they recruit really good, and they have really great players and really great coaching staff there too. And when I was there going to the camp, I think my junior senior year. I was actually getting coached by Sammy Watkins. So I was there getting coached by Sammy Watkins, and that's when DeAndre Hopkins was there and Taj Boyd was there as a player. Like they was there playing at the time. And shortly after that, my senior year when I went back, I was there at the camp with Deshaun Watson. He was the quarterback coming in, but he was already committed. But I was at the camp also with him, so I
Yeah.
was there. I was there in the midst of all that transition during that time period where Clemson was, on the rise. Because I was class of 2015, so you had a lot of guys come in that class that was really good. And some of them
Yeah.
are still playing in the league now. But yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Did you play any bowl games at Coastal?
Bowl games. So funny story about that too as well. So when I transferred in the fall of 2018, and soon after that, I couldn't play because during that time you had to sit out a year, transfer to D1 instead of going straight in like how you can do now. So I had to sit out in 2018, and then I walked on the team in 2019 spring. So once I walked on that 2019 spring, right after that, spring ball ended, and I did play the spring game. That next following Monday, when everybody had meetings and stuff, like individual meetings, that's when they cut me. So I got actually cut from the team because they didn't have any more scholarship money for me, but also it was like more on my part. I kind of slacked on my academics, and that was really like my really dream killer right there at that moment. And so I had to get dismissed from the team. And ever since then I was like kind of depressed because I was like, man, like football taken away from me. That's what I've been playing my whole life.
Yep.
And without playing that, I just, being at that time at that age, I didn't know what to do. So at that point, I was like, okay, well, like I'm here at Coastal. Let me just finish school. Finish where I started, so I can, you know, finish that promise that I made to my parents that hey, I'm gonna still stick this out, no matter what, like however long it take me, I'm gonna still, stick through it and finish it, and then worry about football later. So, yeah, that's how that happened.
All right, all
Okay.
right, all right. So, once college was over, did you try for the NFL or anything? I know I saw you on Instagram, like
Yeah, so what I
putting.
so yeah, so what I did was I had a tried out for like a bunch of CFL teams. So I was going to like some locations like Atlanta, trying out for I believe it was the BC Lions at the time. BC Lions, the Rough Riders. I was trying out for at least I think about a year, like that 2022 year, because I graduated from Coastal with my 4 year degree, bachelor's degree in sports management in December of 21. And then so yeah, so that next year, um, I was trying to seek other tryouts to go to because once I once I was done with playing college, I wasn't on the previous roster to get an NFL pro day because I was cut. So once graduated 2 years later, I had no shot, so I had to find any other way to go. So at that point, like I said, I was just trying out for CFL trials to see if I can squeeze my way on somebody roster. But unfortunately, um, I I had to walk away from those trials. They didn't sign me. Like they liked my size, they liked my frame, and like my hands and everything. But they were just saying like my speed wasn't where they wanted it to be. So that was where I went back. Came back home. I was just training because I wasn't taking no for an answer. And
Yep.
I knew because I knew my talent could take me far. So I just kept working, and then rolling around that next following year in 2023, I was back home still training. Actually, I was just playing the game in my room, and then I get a phone call from one of my good buddies from JUCO, actually, and he called me, and he was like, "Hey, you still trying to play football?" And I was like, yeah, man, like I'll take any opportunity at this point. So he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, I just mentioned you to my head coach, and he said he like you, he like your film, like I vouch for you. He said, yeah, like he'll send the contract. So that's when I ended up going playing arena ball. It was arena league in the AWFC. That was the like the American West Football Conference of Arena, and I went out there to Oregon. It was in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. So that's where I went, played my first year of Arena. Really, really enjoyed it. Just trying to transition and get the speed of the game of Arena because the field's so condensed. It's only 50 yards.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was a definitely a culture shock for me to kind of think fast and knowing how to run my routes and knowing how to run it. So and then roll around 2024, I was like, well, my main deal is I want to play, pro ball, but come back home, like closer to home. So I came back to Carolina, tried out for the Carolina Cobras in the NAL, and little did I know, like I had some ties there too. So I ended up going there, trying out, made the team, and then the rest was history. I just stayed with them for 2024, and then last year on 2025.
All right. Hey,
Okay.
you ain't try to go two-way? Or you just play one? You just doing the wide receiver? Or
Well, I
both?
played cornerback. So I played cornerback a little bit once I got out of the Oregon. Because it's 808. So once you're a receiver, but they play so fast and so quick, you can able to play both ways. So anytime a corner wanted to, get some rest, they'll like they'll ask the receiver to see if you want to go out there and cover, So I kind of played corner there. Yeah. So but that was really based off of my high school. Like I actually played cornerback then, but only my senior year. So I had kind of had some had some experience playing cornerback since high school a little bit, but wide receiver is definitely my primary main position.
Okay. Wow.
Well, I got some film that you working out, showing people your work ethic behind the scenes. We're gonna go ahead and get into that clip real quick. Everybody that's watching, please subscribe. We appreciate you tuning in. We have David Brown Jr.,
That's
former
right.
Coastal Carolina wide receiver, and now
Mhm.
Carolina Cobras and Marlboro County wide receiver coach. Do not own the rights to this video. Stay with me, David.
Yes, sir.
We just wanna win, in this life of sin. Heard it come and go, money, cars and clothes. Platinum golden rolls, like case closed. Then they continental for a show. We just wanna win, in this life of sin. Got a solid bone, stand on what you own. I can't break the code, I will never fold. We gon' push to open up these doors. Praying till something happen, ain't gon' never stop pushing. I got my bread and put in my bank back, got some cushion. Came out of the trap, my ties we slack, we see it red and we shushing. I'ma knock on my phone, kiddo talk, gon' play with you. And I know I've been on, but I'm more focused than ever. Why I said got a whole catalog and went #1 together. I know nothing is forever, but I want this forever.
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
back.
Putting in the work, man.
So,
Yeah.
where were you at in what facility were you working out in? Is basically what I'm asking.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
nice.
that was actually in Greensboro, North Carolina, a place called Prolific Park. I don't know if y'all heard of that place before. It's actually owned by the owner of Ricky Prohl. He was the receiver for Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
Um,
and the Rams. Yeah.
Right, in the Rams, yeah, him. So he's the owner, and also that's where I was working at while I was playing for the Carolina Cobras. So I was able to work there part time and then still go play football at the same time as I was just trying to just work and grab money because everybody know like just playing arena football that's not enough to pay
Yeah.
what you need to pay and get done. So
Yeah.
had a little side gig to get some money in my pocket.
For sure. Oh, so you played at the Greensboro Coliseum? That's where
Yep.
y'all play your games? Okay, yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I used to play there too, man. It was called Revolution back in 2006. And I played there
Okay.
as well, man. So yeah, it's a good arena to play in, man. I
Yeah,
made a lot of plays up in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool arena, man. And definitely that was the home of the ACC, tournament of
There you go.
basketball.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so that was definitely a historic place to
There's some
play.
great stuff in there. Yeah,
Oh, definitely, man, definitely.
yeah, yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Look, we got some more highlights. You got a lot of film. I guess you've been working hard and you're
Hey,
still
man.
working. Just
Yeah,
coming from practice and
grind don't stop.
everything.
Hmm.
Yes,
And
sir.
so, uh, this is some footage and highlights of you playing Arena League. For everybody that's watching, David Brown Jr., just like I said, Marlboro
Hmm.
County High wide receiver, for Carolina Cobra wide receiver currently. And we're going to go ahead and get into this clip. I don't own the rights to it. Stay with us again, David.
Oh yeah,
David
man.
Brown. He is the Coastal Carolina product.
All right, shotgun here. Caught, touchdown. Conversion, rather.
I'll tell you what, we had a great vantage point of that play, and I'm glad he was able to bring it down because I thought Summers could have got him the ball second or two earlier.
Schaffner, back to pass, fade route.
Motion men on the right. Myers back. Throws over the top.
Oh, boy.
Receiver coming back for it and catches it. I think we're going to get a holding or pass interference call as well.
Hopefully on the defense there.
Now, do you think I don't think he saw push off. Boy, and he just lays it up, comes back for it. You know, I'm kind of surprised sometimes in football you don't see that play more.
Are the near side receivers. David Brown will be the motion man over on the far side. Schaffner back to pass, looking, comes across the middle, passes complete to David Brown, and he will have the first down.
Summers back, throws to his right, caught up the middle, gets some room. Breaks out, trying to get that last yard to get to a first down, but he's left his team 3rd and 1.
David Brown with a big catch there and some good run after catch.
Schaffner back to pass, going to be a screenplay over to Brown, and he immediately is going to be hit by Khalil Finley, and then Cornell Jones coming in to assist his teammate with the tackle at the 12-yard line, or at the 11-yard line.
Summers back. Summers throwing. No, he's running. No, he's throwing again, and he's got his man.
Good move there.
That's going to be a first down. James, and he found himself in a perfect place for Summers there, didn't he?
He did. So basically, when your quarterback's under duress and he's scrambling, extending the play, you want to sit down and become a big target for him. And that's exactly what Brown Jr. did. That's a lot like human teenagers, isn't it?
This one is returnable. He's going to pull it out of the air, take it out past the 5. Clock's run out, taking it out past the 15.
Cobra sending 2 in motion. Under pressure, throw, quick throw to number 14. Will be stopped and then will be out of bounds. Catch by David Brown Jr. on the Cobras there.
That's Ewing. Yeah, Ewing goes. He makes a nice move there, but then the ball stays. And look how alert that is.
I want to say that was David Brown
that
punched
that out. It's a bit of a line drive to the 5, out to the 10. Dragged down right there at the 11-yard line.
Block from Fred Bruno past the 10, jukes back inside to the 15, 17-yard line. Eventually brought down. It'll be 1st and 10 Bandits.
DB.
Yeah, DB making plays. Yeah.
Yep. So let me ask you, man. You know, you're full-time, football player, coach. How do you balance it, and how do you stay motivated in between jobs and working out?
Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. But I mean, first off, really, I mean, I just love the game. I just flat out love football. And nobody can really tell me no different. But like basically, so how I'm juggling it now to do both is like I'm actually coaching now, like during the fall and during like the springtime is when you have your arena leagues, start up and start training camp and stuff like that. So I'm able to, leave during that time, springtime, and then still have my job when I come back during the fall. And I've had those talks with with my head coach that's at Marlboro County now, and he's had a clear understanding, and he's really respected all my time that I need, and that that I want to pursue, because he still knows that I still have some more left in the tank, and I want to still pursue my dream. And he's going to allow me to do that, and he wants that for me, So shout out to him too, Coach Corey Johnson.
Sure. All right,
Coach.
man. Yeah, for sure. You're a receivers coach now, and talk about some of the receivers that you're coaching now. Do any of them got a chance to go D1?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, well, we young right now, but potentially yes. Like, I do see a couple of my receivers that I'm starting to groom up, but I can see the flashes. That they can definitely have that opportunity to go D1. But they hard working, and they know how much it takes to really put in the work to get those offers because they see all the other older guys that's on the team that are getting those D1 offers. So they like, oh yeah, they just have that itch too to want to get that offer too as well. But I can see it in them, and they want to work. Like they ask questions, they really do put in the work. But I can see that I can get a receiver to go D1.
All right, that's good,
Oh,
man.
that's good. That's good. So, this year, you guys already started your season, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We already started.
What is our record right now?
We're 2-0 right now. 2-0.
All right. And who y'all have matchup this week?
We have Gray Collegiate.
Great Collegiate. Okay. Talk about them. They're actually a good school. They won a state championship recently.
Yeah, yeah. So they're, like I said, they're the traditional, historically good team in the state of South Carolina. I believe they bounced around 2A and 3A, but now they're 3A, and well, I believe so. Yeah, they are 3A, and yeah, so they're just a they're just a great sound football team that's in the state of South Carolina, but they also is a school where like kind of like IMG Academy, where guys just go there and they transfer in and they transfer out, so it's kind of like a transfer portal school, but they get great athletes, man, and we just have to come ready to play. But I'm pretty sure with the game plan that we have, we'll be ready.
All
Good,
right.
man. Hey,
Good.
man, college football just started this past weekend. It was a lot of big games on. Did you enjoy any of them?
Actually, I did. I did. It was just just good to see college football back on the screen on Saturdays. So we had some football to watch. But obviously, I am a Clemson fan. Grew up
Yeah,
Clemson fan since my cousin went there, and just
yeah,
always just had the love for Clemson, and still forever will. I'm just a diehard fan, and shout out to you too, KJ, for going to Clemson. Now I
yeah,
beat you, so now I know you. But
yeah, man.
yeah, it's just a pleasure to really have that love for Clemson because I've actually met Dabo Swinney personally. When he was recruiting my older cousin. So we
Right.
always like I've always been up and down those roads. So it's like I had no
Yeah,
choice. Like I always seen it and I just fell in love. But yeah, Clemson is definitely my team for sure.
yeah, man. You part of the family. Seem like it, man. You've been around for a
Yeah.
minute. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Since like '08, man. I've been
yeah.
Clemson. Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, man.
So, David, if somebody wanted to come watch the game, how would they come watch y'all play? Can they stream it, or do they have to buy the ticket to come to the game?
Oh well, yeah, it'd be nice if you want to make that travel down to the dog pound in Bennettsville, South Carolina to yeah, but we also have streams. You could log into the NFHSnetwork.com. Then you have to, make, obviously make your account and watch it through there. But you also can come to the game or buy your ticket through GoFans.com, but and also follow our social media. We have a great social media camera guy. He puts a lot of footage out there every day. Like he has something posted, so that's really drawing our attention to us and getting the audience out there and let them know, like, hey, Marlboro is here, and we are for real. So, but yeah, but you can follow us on our Instagram page, Dogs SE Team, um, Marlboro County Football on Facebook. Yeah, we're not hard to find, so you type our names in and
All right.
you can find us. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All
Cool.
right, man. Well, we're getting close to the end of the show. Do you have a message for the youth?
Um. Well, really, I just want to be that role model. you know. So because as they see me in the school district, you know, like they see me walking up and down those hallways, they can see a young guy like not too far, you know, age gap from them that's trying to show them the right way and help them you know, just do things the right way. And that can come from a younger guy instead of like your typical older admins or teachers that some of them just don't even want to listen to. But I feel like as me coming in at the young age that I am, I'm 28, so they can relate more to me when I talk to them, you know, because they be like, well, he's not too far in age, so he knows what he's talking about, really, because I see what they see, and like I always tell them, like I hear what y'all hear, I see what y'all see, like I see all of it on Instagram and all that social media stuff, like I see it too, but mainly you just gotta block all that negativity stuff that's out there, because all that stuff that's out there is not good. So you just have to block out all of that and block out all the noise and really focus and lock in on what you have to do, and you'll be fine.
Right.
Any
Man, good
shout outs
stuff,
before we
man.
head out?
Was that?
Any shout outs before we head out? Anybody like to think along your journey so far?
Just shout out to all my coaches throughout my journey. Even all the way down to high school. I know I probably don't get a chance to reach out to them all, but they know I really do appreciate everything that they did for me, and just going forward, I believe I still have something in the tank to kind of let them know about. So I just want to put that out there, and we'll see in near future.
All
Sure,
right.
man. Yeah.
Now, do you have any other players or coaches that you play with in Colorado? I mean, I'm sorry, Carolina Cobra, or any coaches that you are familiar with that would be a good, fit for the show. You send them this way, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, your cousin, man.
yeah. Actually, my cousin, Jerron Brown. I can hit him up and see if you want to come on the show. And
Sure, man.
also, yeah. Also, like another guy, by the name of Mike Green. I don't know if you heard of him. He's a legend of I think it's Lenore Ryan, the D2 school. He's
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
he just got inducted to the Hall of Fame there. I want to say this past year or earlier this year, he just got
Sure.
inducted to the Hall of Fame there. So that right
Yes,
there
sir.
speaks for itself. But he's also like a legend in the indoor game too. So yeah, definitely him. Like my cousin Jerron Brown and Mike Green.
Yep.
Right, man.
We
I love
appreciate,
having.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate you a lot,
definitely.
man, for coming on.
yeah, we
Yes, sir.
appreciate
I appreciate
you.
y'all.
Yeah, no problem, man. For everybody that's watching, thank you for tuning in. You'll watch another edition of Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter. I'd like to thank my main man, KJ, Kevin Johnson, former Clemson from 99 to 2002. And today's special guest, also Carolina Cobra wide receiver in the AFL. This guy right here is shaking up things up and down the East Coast.
Right.
He's also one of the wide receivers at Marlboro County. You'll catch him this weekend. On a Friday night up in in the lights with all the kids, getting them ready for the next level. All right. For everybody, our motto: it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Until the
Correct.
next time, y'all be good. Peace.
Yes, sir. God bless.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
doing a good
Appreciate y'all.
thing. All right.
Yes, sir.